First week training for the Ironman in the books. We made it 32 miles running. We made it 2.64 miles swimming, and we made it 0 miles biking. So some things went right, some things went wrong. I guess we can start it off with why I went 0 miles biking. And long story short, I'm a lazy bum and still do not have a bike. I went to a triathlon shop in Austin. Thought we were going to get a bike there. I was told what bike to get. They did not have the bike we were looking for. The bikes were very expensive. Sent them to my former tennis coach, and he said, well, yeah, those bikes aren't good. So, okay, they're very expensive. They're not good. So hopefully we'll find a quote-unquote better one. Now, keep in mind, I've ridden a bike once in the past 10 years. So for me, a good bike and bad bike's probably the same thing. I don't freaking know. Now, we can go day by day starting Monday on what we did. So Monday, we went on a 7.3 mile run, as pretty much exactly an hour. I've been trying to run slower. That way we can build up like our cardio versus anaerobic, or we were supposed to build up our aerobic, not anaerobic. So we're trying to go slower, keep our heart rate down. My issue is, I make it about 2 miles in the aerobic state, and then my heart rate just jacks up. And then I just go, okay, my heart rate's already up. I want to get this over with, and I start running a little bit faster. Then right afterwards, we went to the Y and swam for about 45 minutes, did 56 laps at an average pace of 3:08 for 100 yards. The swim, I believe we just honestly left because I was extremely bored, which is something I probably should not do again. Probably should be a little bit better about that. The following day on Tuesday, we went and ran 7.5 miles again. We actually did that with my brother. Then afterwards, we worked out a bit, did a little bit of upper body for 30 minutes. Wednesday, super long swim. This was the best swim I had up until this point. Swim 101 laps at an average pace of 2:46 for 100 yards. Felt good, felt super confident after that. Then after that swim, we went through and did a lower body workout. Then the following day, this is the best workout we had. We did yoga in the morning, woke up at like 5 something in the morning, did yoga. Then immediately after, ran 17.5 miles. Cool story. We actually saw Dave Chappelle on the run. Later, actually saw him do a surprise spot at Joe Rogan's Comedy Club that night. So Thursday was the highlight of the week. Got a super long run. Felt very good while doing so as well. Like literally no complaints. Let's say if I had to come up with a complaint, like my lower right trap hurts really bad when I run. But both long runs that we've done where our lower right trap hurt immediately was the day after like a super long swim. So I'm assuming maybe we just need to get better at swimming and build that up. I'm assuming that's probably the issue. Then on Friday, we just did a bro lift. We just went to the gym, did an upper body day. Actually ran into Bijan Robinson, which was pretty cool in my mind. Saturday, we went to the lake, didn't do anything. And then Sunday, I went with my girlfriend to the Y. She did swim in high school. I was like, okay, you can teach me how to swim. I'm having a hard time breathing. I don't know what to do. She tried to teach me to swim, and I was feeling very confident after Wednesday when we did the 100 laps. But then after this weekend, honestly, not too confident anymore. Because when we were in the lake, swimming with like the little small wake waves, so much harder than actually swimming in the lap pool. And on top of this, when we went to the lap pool the following day with my girlfriend, oh my gosh, it was so hard. I was just like using like the kickboard, trying to learn how to kick because now I just spaz my legs as I'm going. I need to try to actually kick, but confidence was at an all-time low. It's pretty low right now, to be honest with you. But today we went to the Y, swam like 110 laps. I think swimming is going to be what I really need to work on, and I'm assuming biking as well. Keep in mind, I haven't even done biking yet, so I'm assuming biking will be very difficult. Running, it seems like I can do. Like whenever we ran the 17.5 miles, it wasn't too hard. Like at the end of the day, I probably could have pushed for another 9 if I really needed to do a marathon. Now, keep in mind, we also hadn't biked or swam beforehand, so, it's not going to be the same as the actual race itself. But running, I feel fine with. It's just I need to get better swimming, and I'm assuming just practice will just naturally teach us better technique. Of course, there's always the concern of, okay, are we practicing bad technique and doing it over and over and over again? Is it going to be harder to learn the correct way? So hopefully I can get my girlfriend to go out and try to teach us again on Sunday. I think maybe we got a little bit better. Like today also, wore a swim cap, got some swimming headphones, was actually pretty damn nice. But this next week, I think the thoughts are probably tomorrow to do that same style workout that we did twice last week. I really like it. I think we're going to do an hour run, so it should be about 7.5 miles, and then a 45-minute swim after, or maybe an hour-long swim after. What we probably need to do to get better at swimming, because right now the swimming is worrying me a bit. Like I need to get better at swimming. So I'm probably going to try to do like a 7.5 mile run, and then immediately after do like a 100-lap swim, just like bump up the threshold on how much we're swimming every day, and then try to like get the total miles we're swimming up to like 4 a week. And if we can do that, I'm assuming eventually we'll get better. But another thing is we eventually need to learn how to get out of the lap pool and actually do like an outdoor swimming thing that you're not stopping every 25 yards and then using your legs to bounce off the wall. Because even if I'm going through and swimming like 2,500 yards or whatever the hell it is, it's a significantly easier 2,500 yards when I get a break every 100 or so. And at the same time, every 25 yards, instead of just continuing to swim, I just bounce off the wall with my feet. So the goal as of now, get a bike, learn how to swim. Then I'm assuming once we have that bike, we're going to learn how to bike as well. And one thing I'm worried about is going and looking at these bikes. I thought it was going to be a situation where I could just ride it around like Lady Bird Lake. I could ride it around the gravel and ride it from my house to Lady Bird Lake's probably like 5-6 miles. And then a lap around Lady Bird Lake's like 12-ish. So I was like, okay, well, we can go there 5 miles, do 2 laps around. That's like 24, then 5 back. That's like 35 miles. It should be a nice ride. But talking to these people at the bike shop, they're saying, okay, with this triathlon bike, pretty much should only be riding it on the street. They said I could get away with riding it on gravel, but they wouldn't recommend it. And if I'm spending $5,000 on a freaking bike, I'm going to try not to ruin it. So I think I'm going to have to end up riding on the road, which I'm pretty scared about. Drivers are not the best, and it would be not good to get hit by a car when I'm on a bike. But I already have a helmet. Now just need a bike. So hopefully when I give you all an update a week from now, I will have said bike, I will be better at swimming, and I will be learning how to bike. That's the goal. It's kind of humbling to realize on Sunday how far away we were. In a way, it makes me a little bit excited because like I run 17 miles. I'm like, oh, God, let's do this Ironman tomorrow. I can do this now. And then we have a day that kicks us in the ass, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not even remotely close, but thank you. Appreciate you. And I will keep you posted.